Okay. All right. I'm here, ma'am. She turned it down for me. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah. No, that's okay. Like I said, my name is Michelle. I'm the front end manager, and I'm following up to a letter that you submitted to our 1-800 number about service you received the other night at our store.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Can you tell me a little bit about what happened?
Yeah, I was clearance shopping as I do quite often, not just at Walmart, Walgreens, Dollar General, Target, every other store you can think of where they have clearance sales or clearance items. So, I went to go get the summer items, which a lot of them that I go purchase are $1. And the ones that I got were 3 cents. I got some, I think, for $4 as well. Some jeans that I was interested in, some were $1, but the majority of them were 3 cents. Now, it wasn't the manager. It was a regular cashier that came over to self-checkout. I needed her to remove one item that rang up for $20. It said $3, I believe. I don't remember, but it was really cheap, but it rang up for 20, or like 19 something. So she removed that one. And that was fine. I ring up some more items, and then the thing pops up where it says, an associate will be over. I don't know what it is. But so she came over, she scanned her badge, and she looked and she said, wait, $3, this isn't right. And then she changed it. She said, no, 3 cents. And I said, yeah, it's right. These are just items that were out of season that were supposed to be pulled, but they weren't pulled, just like at stores like Dollar General, which Dollar General actually has a policy online stating that the employees are supposed to pull them. But if they don't pull the items, and not the cashiers, I'm stumbling over my words, the shoppers find them, that you have to sell it to them. So anyway, I told her that was right. Another lady was walking up behind her, and I was like, she's never seen these items before. And she said no. And she explained to her that they were seasonal items. She's fine. So they walked away, and I continued to scan my items because she had already scanned her badge, so I can continue. Another guy came over, and I'm like, so she called you over here too? But as he was walking over, he said out loud, I guess so I can hear him. He's really nice. He's always nice when I'm there. He said, I think she should be fine. And then I said, oh, she called you over here too? And he looked at the screen, looked at a few of my items that were sitting in the bagging area. And he said, I said, yeah, these are seasonal items, right? Because I had a lot of bathing suits, some short sets and stuff like that, but mostly bathing suits where it was just the top or just the bottom. It wasn't a set in any of them. And he said, yeah, you're fine. I know they're seasonal items, but you should be fine. So he left. I continued ringing up my items. I bagged everything up. I put my card in and I paid. And I think before I was leaving, I asked Crystal, did they have any big bags? And she said, no, we have big bags. I wish I wouldn't have never asked her that, because when I asked her that kind of invited her to come around and speak to me, because she was kind of on the other aisle where the self-checkout was. She was on the next one behind like some stuff, but I still saw her and asked her. So she came around and she said, for future references, you can't purchase these items. She said, because had I seen how much they were ringing up for, I wouldn't have sold them to you. And I said, excuse me? And I said, well, then, like, why are they on the floor? They're supposed to be pulled. I do know this. But if it was that easy for me to find them, I didn't even need to use the app to scan for any price. Like, it was clear. I saw summer clothes everywhere. Remind you, Miss, I forgot, what was your name again?
Michelle.
Miss Michelle, there were thousands probably, if not thousands, maybe hundreds of summer items still on the floor, like that you can clearly see, or a seasoned shopper like I am that does this type of shopping all the time. So what was the point? And I'm sure they're still there. And it was so many employees. So I don't want to hear anything about we're short-staffed or any of that. But basically, she threatened that she would take my clothes away if I came there again. I went to another store yesterday. So this was the day before yesterday when this happened. Went to another store. The employees were fantastic. They saw the items. Sometimes I even share with the employees, especially if I have like 10 or 15 pair of the same shoes. I don't need all of that. I donate a lot of things to charity, to shelters and missions and things like that. But when they're 3 cents and at the other stores, they're 1 cent. Walmart is the only one that I know that has the lowest price of being 3 cents, in which I've heard it's been lower with other people, 2 cents and 1 cent. But I donate a lot of this stuff. So for her to tell me that, and this is not her first time like challenging me. So that really pissed me off. Like, what do you mean for future references? So my thing is, the number one thing I want to know, what is Walmart's policy on the 3-cent items? Because they have no problem with the other things ringing up for $1 or 50 cents, because that's what the first lady asked that came and scanned her badge. She said, well, let me see the tag. These shouldn't be 3 cents. And I told her, I say, the tag doesn't matter. What about when the items say $20, but they ring up for $3, like some of the items I had, you know?
Okay. So when you see a price drop from 20 to 3, usually it's several price drops before it gets to 3. And those are home office initiated. So the ones that were 3 cents, and it's not only the 3 cents, there was a lot of other items that there was a home office glitch in the system. So that's why it can. We don't sell 3 cents because usually when that happens, it has to go back to the warehouse. So, and that particular day that you came in, there was several other items that we had that went from $79, like a playhouse, down to I think it was like $10, because there was a software glitch, because they were doing a software reboot, and a lot of items were affected. Not only the 3 cents, but other high ticket items went for less than its price. So sometimes they can't catch all of them, but when it does happen, we have to remove it from the floor and send it back. I don't know what the experience was between you and Crystal, but the policy states that we're not allowed to sell any merchandise that is 3 cents. The lowest our products will go to is $1 or 50 cents. And 10 cents. And the lowest is 10 cents. And that's usually in our dollar shop. Those items go for 10 cents or 50 cents because they're coming from $5. And most of the time they'll have 2 markdowns before they even get to the 10 cents. Mm-hmm. But our policy strictly states that we are not to sell anything that is 3 cents, because those items are not supposed to be marked at, and if they are, they have to be pulled from the floor and sent back to our warehouse.
Okay, that part I get.
And like I said, apparel does have a lot of markdowns, and some of them are on their first, second, and third markdowns. That's why you'll get some things that are $3, $1, and $5, because that's the final markdown before the item is actually pulled and then sent back or donated. Because right now we have several items that were at the lowest that they can go right now without the store initiating an additional markdown. So the home office says pull it and donate it. So we have several items that are being pulled from the floor and boxed up and donated to shelters and children's homes and stuff like that. So that might have been an item that got through the system that they didn't pull. I don't know why, but, I'm sorry that you were inconvenienced, but if she was following the procedure, and like I said, I can't speak to what happened that night. I have your version of it, and I will get with Crystal and talk to her. But if you felt that you were treated any particular way, I'm very sorry about that. But she was following the policy. We are not allowed to sell anything that is 3 cents.
Okay, again, thank you, and thank you for explaining that to me. I get that they're supposed to be pulled and sent back. But once someone's paid for them, please, can you tell me where I can find the policy that they can take it from me once I have a receipt and I've paid for the items? Right.
At that point, when the sale has been conducted, we can't return it. We can't take it back. It's already in your possession. But going forward, if the associate had seen that, then the attendant at self-checkout should have called the team lead, which is Crystal or whoever on, and let them know that there's a price discrepancy, there's a 3 cent item, and at that point they would notify you and tell you that the item cannot be sold. At the point of sale, you've already gone through and made your payment. Yes, we cannot take it back.
Okay, so that's where I was. Like I had already had my receipt in my hand and everything. That's why she did say for future references, but it's as if she was challenging me, like she would take them from me now. But that's in the past. That's fine. I did want to know the policy so I can know if they're right or wrong with this. So like you said, if I'm at the register and they catch it, because remember, 3 other employees came over and they saw the price, they picked up the stuff, they said I was fine. The only time Crystal came over is when I asked for a bigger bag.
Right, and that's the thing that it would be a teaching and training situation that we would get with those attendants and let them know that if they see that, we will let them know they need to call a team lead over, and she will take the items off the floor. But once again, that's on us, and we will teach those associates that if they see that in the future, that it's not an item to be sold.
Okay. Also, you stated that there was a discrepancy in the system and there was a glitch. So when did this glitch start?
Well, the pricing error was Friday night, I believe. We got an email saying that there was pricing errors throughout the store, and if we had seen items, we had to re-put the item in the system and price it for the right items. Because a lot of people did come in scanning items saying it was $9 for a $79 dollhouse. Those are things that happen. And I don't know. There were several other things that were priced wrong, and it was an email that went out to the management. So that's not something that customers, if you went on the website, they would say the item is not available due to price discrepancy, or if you call the 1-800 number, they'll tell you why it couldn't be sold.
Okay. And you said this just started happening Friday, so this doesn't happen often?
It was not. It was something that was sent to us, and we had several things that we had to change the prices in the store level. And I don't know if it was all stores, but some stores were affected.
And this doesn't happen often with the 3-cent things. Is that what you're saying?
The 3 cents, those items, when they go to 3 cents, they have to be pulled.
Right. No. I was saying that you said this doesn't happen often because you said it was a glitch.
No, 3 cents does not happen often, but when it does happen and we catch it, we have to pull it and send it back to the warehouse. We can't even adjust the price back up to a price change. It has to be pulled immediately and sent off. So
this is something that just started happening Friday.
No, this is something that's always on the books. Anything that we see for 3 cents. I'm talking about there was a mass glitch in pricing error for certain items.
Gotcha.
Like Christmas items and different items that we sell in the store. The 3 cents, that particular thing happened, it should have been pulled off the floor immediately. I don't know why it wasn't done, but you were able to purchase it, and that's fine because we can't do anything after you purchase it. But they would have to go back through and start scanning, and that's what they were doing on Friday. They scanned several items, I know, in apparel and different areas to make sure that nothing else was scanning 3 cents.
Gotcha. I understand. Because I was about to say, ma'am, I've been doing this shopping for years. And at one point I was going every day. It's after every season. And like you said, it was supposed to be pulled. I don't know how many employees are in there, 50 plus. And it was only one me. So while they're all around in groups gossiping and on their phones and stuff, I was able to get a half a cart full of clothes for my daughter. Like I said, from 3 cents to $1, $2 to $4 items for me. So why aren't they pulling these items but get upset and want to take the items from us when we find them at the register? That seems kind of unfair because it's like, now I've done your job for you. I've been in the store maybe a couple hours max just to do your job for you to pull these items. So if they want to take them from me at the register, I wouldn't like to do that at all. I would like to go back and put every single hanger back where I found it. You understand what I'm saying? It's kind of like me doing their job for them. And then in the end, I don't get rewarded and am able to purchase my items. You get to take them from me. So it's like they're doing that on purpose. You know, we can't pull these items. We see her with a cart full of clothes going to self-checkout or to the regular register. So let's go see what everything is ringing up for. And if they are 3 cents, we're going to take them from her. So we don't have to walk around the store with our handheld and scan everything. We let her do the work for us. Does that seem fair?
No, it doesn't seem fair. And like I said, I can't speak for other departments, but I will speak to their manager and find out, what's the procedure, why are these going on a regular scanning basis. But like I said, we do have several employees, but each department has limited amount of people that are in that department. So I can't speak for their number of employees that are on the sales floor.
Gotcha. It was like 5 or 6 in the apparel department when I was there. It was about 5 or 6 of them, probably more.
Right. And like I said, I don't know what their individual task is for the day and how many items they're working on. Like I said, we just donated over 4 pallets of clothes, so they are going through it. Mm-hmm. So, and there was two people doing that. So apparel has a lot of clearance, and I understand that. And once again, I said, your perception is that there are people working and they're not getting things done, but I can't say that because I see them doing things, and maybe something fell through the cracks. And
okay. Because I could literally go there every day and load up. That was my only thing. Like, don't get mad at me when I'm finding these items, and I can go there day shift, night shift, mid shift, whenever, and load up. But they're getting upset because I found these items that I can just look at without scanning and know that they're summer, or vice versa. When the summer comes, the winter clothes,
Right. Yes, so. I understand. And like I said, I will speak to the manager over that area, and maybe accountability has to be had by those people. But, I'm just calling you based on what happened with your instance. And like I said, is it a training and teaching moment with those associates that when they saw the 3 cents, they didn't proact to the situation and get a member of management? And Crystal is a member of management. And she would have come over and explained to you the policy states that we cannot sell the product. But after you've already purchased it, that's fine.
Yeah, because
I'm telling you, going forward, the items will not be sold. If we catch it, we have to take it off the floor and send it back to the warehouse.
Okay. And again, where can I find that policy? Because I really need to have a copy of that.
You can go to our website.
Okay.
And it says returns, and I don't know if you would find that because it's our company and we're a private industry, so a lot of our stuff is done between the warehouse and our store. So if they're telling us that items that are 3 cents are not able to be sold, and then that's what we do as far as what the company tells us to do.
Okay, and when you say they, who is it coming from? I'm sorry. When you said they're telling us, who is that coming from?
I said from our corporation, when we do our buying and our selling and the seasonal items, if they go to 3 cents, they have to be returned. And you can pull that, our return policy online if you'd like to read in detail.
Okay, because I thought the return policy was just for return. So where are you calling from? So you're not calling from corporate?
No, ma'am, I'm calling from the store that you have the interaction with the associate.
Gotcha. And you are, what's your title there?
I am the front end coach.
Front end coach, Michelle. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All righty. I think that was it.
All right. Well, thank you. And like I said, I will get with those associates, and you enjoy the rest of your day.
One more question. With coupons, is it normal for the associates and manager to surround you at the register when you're using coupons at self-checkout?
No. Who's surrounding you?
Crystal.
Okay.
And anything that I'm saying, ma'am, I have on video because I'm also a YouTuber and TikToker. So, like, if anyone wants to say I'm lying, it's all on YouTube and TikTok as well. Yeah, anytime I'm there, I'm treated worse than a thief. And I actually recorded a guy stealing the TV last night, but no one stopped him. It's on my phone, on video in that same store the night before last. I'm sorry. But I was surrounded with 3 cent items and a guy got away with a TV. It was hilarious. But yeah, I let TikTok know about this location as well. It's upsetting. Yeah, they're 3 cent. They're cheap. With inflation up right now, of course, parents or anybody.
Do you understand that if you videotape someone stealing and you don't notify someone, it affects you also because the prices go up when people steal?
Yeah, I get that. And yeah, it does affect me. But when I'm being treated like a thief, why should I help them do their job? You got to get where I'm coming from too, ma'am. You got to, a little bit.
Okay. All right. Thank you. You have a great day, though.
Hello?
Yes.
Oh, you're rushing off the phone. It's okay. I'll let you go. You told me to have a great day, so okay, go ahead.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Bye-bye.
Like I told y'all, I don't know why they had, I'm sorry, I'm uploading my videos. Why they had the store manager call me back. Y'all know when on my live, I asked for the regional manager because I already knew when they have the store manager call you back about one of their long-term employees, they're going to side with their employees. She was listening to me. She called me back only because she had to call me back. She wasn't trying to hear none of that. I want to see the actual policy. So I will be calling corporate back. I want to know why wasn't the regional manager contacting me, and what did she say? She was the head coach. I didn't want to speak with her. She already have in her mind. She has it made up already. I'm going to call this lady back. I don't care what she got to say. But I am glad that she did clarify that one thing, that once we've paid for the items, they cannot take them from us, because I've seen that happen to a lot of people, and you guys heard it first here. I am going to post this. I'm so glad she said that. So once you paid for the items and got your receipt, there should be no reason they're telling you to come back and return that. Y'all have a good one.